Good morning, students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to your English online session. Children, we had already started chapter 1.2, a synopsis, The Swiss Family Robinson. The Swiss Family Robinson is a well known adventure novel written by Johann David Wyss, and the people of many countries had been enjoying this novel for more than 200 years. Children, in the first part, we had studied about this family that had been traveling in a ship, and the ship was caught in a great storm. But due to its presence of mind, they had successfully reached an island. And whatever was available on the island, they made prudent use of resources and they had made their first home. Now, the Robinson family's first home was a tent on the island. They cut and spread armloads of grass to serve as their beds and soften the floor of the tent. So, we had learnt in part 1 about the first home that was made by Robinson family. Now, this Robinson family's first home was a tent on the island. Yes. How they had made that? They had cut and spread armloads of grass. Armloads means the quantity or amount that you can carry in your arms. And they had spread that armloads of grass to serve as their beds and soften the floor of the tent. Then their second home was a tree whose trunk was nearly 40 feet in diameter. Their branches were long and extended straight out from the trunk, making them a perfect platforms for a structure. So the second house was a tree. After determining the height of the lowest branch from the ground, they made a ladder. They also made a sledge to help them to transport materials. Children, the sledge which was built by Robinson's family, it was made on runners, not on wheels, and sledges used to transport materials. Let us have a look at a sledge. Now children, this is an image of sledge on runners. Okay, just have a look at this picture. Now it is used to transport materials and it is built on runners, not on wheels. And children, we had also learned that Elizabeth was tending a garden that was producing healthy plants, and father and Fritz, they had been traveling to the woods to find out some exotic plants that produce waxy fruits, and so that it could be used for making candles. Okay, so we had completed till here, children, in the part 1. Now let us proceed further, but before that let us learn some new words and how to frame sentences on them. Okay, now the first word is abutting. An earthquake hit the area abutting our province. I'll repeat, abutting. An earthquake hit the area abutting our province. Now abutting here means that has a common boundary. What does abutting mean? Having a common boundary. Second one, rescued. Rescued means to save. They were rescued from the burning building by firefighters. I'll repeat, they were rescued from the burning building by firefighters. Next one, trampled. The fence had been trampled down. The fence had been trampled down. Here, children, trampled means crushed or tread on something. So, trampled means crushed. The fence had been trampled down. Now, the next one, oppressive. We were unable to sleep due to oppressive heat. Now, oppressive here, it means that causing discomfort. What does oppressive means? Causing discomfort. So, oppressive, we were unable to sleep due to oppressive heat. Now children, let us proceed further. Thinking ahead of the next winter, father decided to create a place safe from the elements, a strong storage spot to protect themselves and their belongings. Fritz came up with the idea of a cave. Not finding one, they thought of carving out their own cave in the rock abutting their camping site. On the smooth face of the rock, father marked the dimensions for an opening and they picked away at the hard surface with their axe, chisels, hammers, and shovels. Over the next several days, the family cut windows in the rocks to allow for cross currents of air and for sunlight to enter the cave. When they had finished, they had 4 rooms complete with a fireplace. They now had a new winter home. Now, children, here, father, now he was a great visionary. How we can say that? Now, he was the one, he had a foresight. He thought about winter, approaching winter, and therefore he decided to create a place safe from the elements and a strong storage spot to protect themselves and their belongings. Now, children, the second home was a tree. Yes, so now winter is going to approach. So now father decided that they have to protect themselves and their belongings. So they decided that, let us see now what did they decided. Fritz came up with the idea of a cave. Not finding one, they thought of carving out their own cave in the rock abutting their camping site. So now children, Fritz had an idea. Now he decided that we will have a cave. But then there was no cave in the vicinity. So they decided that they will carve out their own cave in the rock abutting their camping site. Abutting means having a common boundary. Yes. So now they decided that we will carve our own cave. On the smooth face of the rock, father marked the dimensions for an opening and they picked away at the hard surface with their axe, chisels, hammers and shovels. So they were using all these tools, children, they had got from that ship, right? So they were using all this, okay, and they had started now carving out their own cave. Over the next several days, the family cut windows in the rocks to allow for cross currents of air and for sunlight to enter the caves. Now children, ventilation is required, right? So they started making windows. And why windows are required? It are required for the air, for the sunlight to enter. Otherwise it will be very damp. It is not possible to live. When they had finished, they had 4 rooms complete with a fireplace. They now had a new winter home. Yes, now see here how they had made a new winter home, that was a cave. So the third house which was made by Robinson family, it was a cave, and so tactfully they had made, right? So practical application of the subject means now they were having the tools with them. So by using all these tools, they had made a cave. Okay, they have carved a cave. Because of the low light, the cave house they had built felt oppressive. To remedy this, father and Jack rigged up a new light. They found a bamboo pole that would reach from the floor to the ceiling. Then after securing it, Jack climbed to the top of the pole and hung a large oil lamp that they had rescued from the ship. Now children, the cave which they had carved out, there was low light. Okay, the light was very low, and because of that they felt oppressive, that is, it was causing discomfort to them. So to remedy this, now what did father decided? Father and Jack, they rigged up a new light. Rigged up means they erected a new light. Now let us see how did they do this. They found a bamboo pole that would reach from the floor to the ceiling. And after securing that, Jack climbed to the top of the pole and hung a large oil lamp that they had rescued from the ship. So from the ship they had rescued, they have saved an oil lamp which he had hung on the pole, and because of that there was light in the cave now. So it was causing them discomfort, but now they are very happy. They had used that oil lamp which they have rescued from the ship. One day they found that one of the family's huts had been completely destroyed and the cultivated fields around it had been trampled and ruined. There were huge footmarks everywhere. Father saw massive damage to trees as well as many huge footprints which he identified as belonging to an elephant herd. Children, one day, what did father find? Now they found that one of the family's huts had been completely destroyed and the cultivated fields around it had been trampled and ruined. Means the fields were crushed, they were tread on. So there were huge footmarks everywhere. Father saw massive damage to trees. Massive means there was a huge damage to trees as well as many huge footprints. So father realized, he identified that it belonged to an elephant herd, means a group of elephants. They have ruined these fields. They had caused damage to the trees. Okay, and this how could father find out? Because he saw the footprints. He saw huge footprints, and then he identified that it belonged to an elephant herd. The next morning, the family began to design a new defense to discourage all wild animals from entering their cultivated lands. They also finalized their ideas about the new residence. Rather than building a house on stilts, which the elephants could knock down easily, they would use 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as the foundation. The trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart. Thus, they built another safe home. Now children, the home which they had already made on trees, it was being trampled, it was being ruined by the elephants, means elephants herd. So the next morning, now the family, they decided that we should have a new home. We had to make another safe home. So the next morning, the family began to design a new defense to discourage all wild animals from entering their cultivated lands. They wanted to make a new house, a safe home, and they wanted to discourage all the wild animals from entering their cultivated lands. Their lands should not be ruined, or it should not be trampled. They also finalized the ideas about the new residence. Now they had some ideas about the new residence. Let us see what are that ideas. Rather than building a house on stilts, which elephants could knock down easily, that is, elephants were very easily able to knock down the houses which was made on stilts. So what did they decide? They would use 4 strong trees growing in a square near one another as a foundation. So for their foundation, they decided that they would use 4 strong trees, and that 4 strong trees should be growing in a square near one another so that it could be used as the foundation. The trees have to be very strong. Okay, so 4 trees in square as a foundation. The trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart. They were 12 feet apart. The 4 trees, they wanted the 4 trees as a foundation. 4 strong trees, and they should be 12 feet apart and of equal size. Thus, they built another safe home. Okay, so children, we had learned that they had made total 4 homes. Yes, first was a tent, another was a tree, third was the cave, and fourth another was a tree which had, but then here it had a strong foundation. It was made on 4 trees as a foundation that were 12 feet apart and of equal size. So they had built another safe home. So children, in this extract we had learnt about the third home, which was a cave they had carved out in the rock abutting their camping site. So the third home was of the Robinson family was a cave, and they had carved out in the rock abutting their camping site. They made an opening on the smooth face of the rock, cut windows in rock to allow for cross currents of air and sunlight to enter the cave. They had made 4 rooms complete with a fireplace. So the third house was cave. They have carved out on their own. They had made windows because it required a proper ventilation, right? For the sunlight and air to enter. They had made 4 rooms complete with a fireplace. Children, now just have a look at a cave house. Okay, just this I have given you an example how a cave house looks. Okay, see here how the cave house is made. Okay, it is not Robinson's family cave house, just an example I have given you how a cave house it looks. Okay, children, now the fourth home which was made by Robinson family was, they had used 4 trees growing in a square near one another as a foundation for their fourth home. I had explained to you that they had used 4 strong trees of equal size, okay, and they were 12 feet apart. They had used as their foundation, and the tree, as I told you, the trees were of equal size, approximately 12 feet apart, and thus they had built another safe home. So 4 homes we had discussed till now. Okay, my dear students. Children, just have a look at this tree house. Okay, see how it is made. Such a strong tree is used, right? This is one more example of a tree house, children. See how beautifully it is made. Yes, it's a beautiful tree house. So children, see how these people, they had made the use of the resources available, prudent use of resources which are available in the nature, and they have survived in this island. Okay, see how practical they are. Yes. So children, this tree house is one of the most memorable aspects of Robinson's story. Okay, now see, they have survived on this island. It is not easy, yes, but then with patience and with application of the knowledge, they have made 4 homes, yes, for their survival. They have to stay there, right? So the tree house is one of the most memorable aspects of the Robinson's story. So children, till now we had learned about the 4 homes which were made by Robinson's family. Yes, my dear students, I hope you have understood till here, children. Now children, the next part, it will be continued, okay, in the next class. Okay, thank you, my dear students. I hope you have understood the chapter till here. Now we'll be continuing the next in the next class. Okay, my dear students, thank you.